You have blue, green, gray, or hazel eyes, you need to hear this. Because while brown-eyed people are out here getting promoted and trusted by default, the rest of us are playing a completely different game, and nobody's talking about it. Your eye color has been sabotaging you in ways you can't see, but other people can, and I'm about to prove it. Let's start with the most common eye color on Earth, brown eyes, the silent authority. You've seen them a million times, maybe you have them. But here's what nobody tells you. Brown-eyed people are statistically more likely to be chosen as leaders, even when they don't want the job. Why? High melanin. Your iris absorbs light instead of reflecting it. Psychologically, this creates what researchers call the anchor effect. People look into brown eyes and feel grounded, safe, like you've got everything under control. But here's the dark side. You're also harder to read. Your eyes don't sparkle or shift, they hold steady. So people trust you, but they're also slightly afraid of you. You're the friend everyone calls in a crisis, the coworker who gets blamed when things go wrong. You didn't ask for this power, but you have it. Ancient cultures do this. Brown eyes were called earth eyes, tied to ancestors and survival instincts. If you've got them, you're walking around with a gravitational pull. People orbit you without knowing why. Next up, blue eyes, the beautiful glitch. And I mean that literally. Blue eyes don't exist. Wait, what? Scientifically, there's no blue pigment in blue eyes. It's a genetic mutation that happened 10,000 years ago to one person near the Black Sea. Every blue-eyed human alive today is a descendant of that single glitch. Your eyes scatter light like the sky. It's an optical illusion, but that illusion has real consequences. Studies show blue-eyed people are perceived as more innocent, more vulnerable, more emotionally open, even when they're not. It's projection. People see softness and assume you need protection. This is why blue-eyed villains in movies feels so disturbing. We're hardwired to trust that face, and when it betrays us, psychological whiplash. Here's the kicker. Blue eyes may have spread not because they helped survival, but because they were attractive. Rare traits get attention. Attention gets meats. Evolution doesn't care about logic. It cares about what works. If you've got blue eyes, you're carrying ancient glitch energy. And whether you like it or not, people see you as softer, brighter, and slightly magical. Now for the rarest of them all, green eyes, the witch gaze. Less than 2% of humans have green eyes, and yet every fantasy novel, every myth, every seductive villain, green eyes. Coincidence? Absolutely not. Green eyes are caused by a perfect storm. Low melanin, light scattering, and a pigment called lipochrome. The result? Eyes that change color based on lighting, mood, even what you're wearing. People feel this instability, and it makes them nervous. Psychologically, green-eyed people are seen as cunning, unpredictable, emotionally intense. You're not loud, you're just always one step ahead. People are drawn to you and don't know why. You're the person everyone watches at parties, even when you're doing nothing. Culturally, green eyes are tied to magic, jealousy, and danger. You've got enchanted forest energy, calm surface, chaos underneath. If you have green eyes, expect double takes. You shift the atmosphere just by existing. Finally, hazel eyes, the emotional shapeshifter. Hazel eyes can't decide what they are. Green, brown, gold, all three? Yes. Hazel eyes change based on lighting, clothing, even your emotions. It's called the Rayleigh effect, and it makes your eyes a living mood ring. People with hazel eyes are perceived as emotionally volatile, expressive, unpredictable. You wear your heart on a sleeve even when you think you're hiding it. Where brown eyes are steady and blue eyes are soft, hazel eyes are pure chaos energy. You're the main character with a plot twist. People project their feelings onto you because your eyes reflect them back. In folklore, hazel trees were magical, tied to intuition and transformation. If you've got hazel eyes, you're a mirror, and people see whatever they need to see. So the next time you look someone in the eye or look at yourself in the mirror, remember you're not just seeing a color, you're seeing a story, a hidden code that's been shaping perceptions your entire life. Now you're in on the secret. What you do with that power is up to you. Let's talk about gray eyes, the cold genius. Gray eyes are so rare, they feel unreal, like smoke, like steel, like something that shouldn't exist in a human face. They're a variant of blue, but with even less melanin. The result is a cool, silvery gaze that makes people second guess themselves instantly. Gray-eyed people are seen as intelligent, calm, emotionally controlled, sometimes intimidating. It's a quiet authority. You don't need to speak because your silence already says enough. It says you're thinking 5 steps ahead. Historically, this checks out. Gray eyes appear in myths about warriors and seers. It's always about wisdom without warmth, power without noise. If you've got gray eyes, people respect you before they even know you. In any standoff, you don't blink first, and that terrifies them. Now, let's shift from ice to fire. Amber eyes, the predator. Amber eyes glow. I mean that literally. They shimmer in gold, copper, and yellow, like a reflection from something watching you from the deep jungle. There's a biological reason for this. Amber eyes contain lipochrome, the exact same pigment found in wolves, owls, and big cats. Think about that. Your eyes look animalistic, feral, untamed. Less than 1% of all humans have them. And that rarity creates presence. When you walk into a room, people feel hunted. Amber-eyed individuals are perceived as intense, magnetic, dangerous. But not in a bad way. It's in a primal, I can't look away way. In legend, amber eyes marked shapeshifters and those who could see beyond the veil. So if you've got them, you don't just look human, you look like you belong to another, wilder species. From the jungle, we go to the abyss. Black eyes, the void. Technically, no one has truly black eyes. It's a trick of the light. But when your eyes are so dark that no light escapes, for all intents and purposes, it's black. These eyes don't reflect. They absorb. They absorb everything. Secrets, shadows, the empty space between stars. People with near black eyes are seen as powerful, private, impenetrable. You don't show your hand. You just stare. And that stare has weight. Psychologically, intensely dark eyes trigger a sense of authority. People sense an incredible depth, but they don't dare try to dig. In mythology, black eyes belong to spirits, omens, and supernatural beings. You're walking around with void energy. People may not understand you, but they will never, ever forget you. So we have the strategist, the hunter, and the enigma. What happens when the code breaks? Heterochromia, the glitch in the matrix. One blue eye, one green, or a brown eye split with a bolt of gold. That's heterochromia. It is pure genetic chaos. It happens when melanin distributes unevenly during development. Your DNA couldn't decide on a single path, so it gave you 2 colors, or 3. It's a pattern that looks like someone spilled cosmic paint across your iris, and people feel it on an instinctual level. Heterochromia is rare in humans, but far more common in animals, so when people see it on your face, their brain flags it immediately. It screams anomaly. You look like you just wandered out of a fantasy novel. Psychologically, it triggers one of 2 things: deep fascination or subtle suspicion. Some see magic, others see a glitch that shouldn't exist. You're a walking plot twist, a visual paradox. In myths, heterochromia marked witches and shamans, people who could see into multiple worlds at once. If you've got it, people will remember you. Maybe not your name, but your eyes, always.
You are living proof that the best version of normal is the one that doesn't match. So you see, your eye color isn't just genetics, it's an archetype, a story people read before you say a word. It's a social weapon you didn't even know you were carrying. And now that you know, use it.